So I wanted to start off this session by doing a little check-in on how you've been feeling this past week.
I've been feeling pretty depressed for the past week and probably for the past month about. I haven't really been doing much or feeling motivated to do anything.
Okay. Talk a little more about that.
Yeah, I guess. I just feel like there are a lot of things that I wanted to do in the past that I don't feel like I can anymore. Like I feel like there's something I want to do, it's not worth trying to do it because I'm most likely just gonna fail at doing it.
Okay. Well, I think that it might benefit you to fill out a dysfunctional thought record about that feeling. It's a little worksheet that I'll help you fill out. And basically we're going to talk about your automatic thoughts, because it sounds like that might be an automatic thought. Then we're going to talk about what kind of situations you have that thought in, and how often you've kind of thought that over the past week. We're going to go through some evidence for and against that thought, and we're going to learn a little bit about some thinking errors that are kind of the reasons why we have these thoughts. And then we're going to see, how much you believe these thoughts after we go through this process and come up with evidence for and against it. Okay. So, when was the last time that you had that thought?
It was probably right before I came here.
Okay.
It was difficult to come. I felt like maybe, I wouldn't be able to accomplish anything, but I was still able to force myself to get here.
Okay. So, we'll say that the date was 1/22/17, and at about 12 p.m. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the actual thought that you had?
I felt like, what was the point of, going to therapy when, everything else has failed for me, so why should that work?
Okay. So everything else has failed. Why would therapy work? Okay. That was on your way here.
Mm-hmm.
And how much did you believe that when you thought it? If we're going to say on a scale of 1 to 100, like percentage-wise.
It was probably a 90, because if it was 100, then I just wouldn't have been able to get myself to go.
Okay. And so, what did you feel when you thought that?
Hopeless and apathetic.
Okay. Out of 100, how much would you say that you felt each of these things?
About 95 for hopeless and maybe 85 for apathetic.
Okay. So now we're going to look at some of these cognitive distortions. I printed out a sheet for you.
Okay.
And we're going to kind of see which cognitive distortion do you think that you're making when you're having a thought like this?
I don't think it's that. Maybe it sounds like the all or nothing to me.
Okay. Okay, so now that we've recognized that you're kind of engaging in this all or nothing thinking, let's come up with some evidence for and against that everything else has failed, so why would therapy work? So let's come up with some evidence for it.
Well, I guess I haven't always felt this way, so there was a time in my life where where things were working.
That's for that everything has failed and one
Oh,
therapy
for it. I
work.
thought you meant against it.
Mm.
Okay, for it. Well, I got out of school recently, and I barely was able to make it. I almost failed out. I've applied to several jobs in the past couple months, and I haven't been able to get any of those jobs.
Okay.
And I had a relationship that ended about a month and a half ago, a 6-month relationship that she broke up with me. So that failed too.
Okay. So for this belief we have that you barely made it out of school. You applied to several jobs and didn't get any of them, and your relationship recently ended.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go with some evidence against this thought.
Let me see. Well, I do have 2 cats, and I don't feel like I've failed with them. Most of the energy that I do have goes to taking care of them.
Okay. Okay. Something else against this thought.
Let's see. I still have a good relationship with my parents and most of my family, though I haven't talked to them too much recently.
Okay. Any more evidence against this thought?
I managed to keep myself alive for the past month. I've been able to feed myself. I haven't failed at that yet.
Okay. Anything else?
That's all I could think of.
Okay. So then for the against this thought, we have that you have 2 cats, and you haven't failed them because you've still been taking care of them. We have that you still have a good relationship with your family, and that you still manage to keep yourself alive despite feeling so depressed.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we've come up with this evidence for and against this thought, how much do you believe that you really are a failure?
I'd say maybe a 65.
Okay. And what emotions do you feel now?
I feel a little more lighthearted, I guess, about some of the other situations in the grand scope of things. I don't feel as apathetic because I do care about my family and my pets. So relief, I guess, of that apathy.
How much do you feel each of these things?
The relief, maybe 60, and lighthearted 40.
Okay. Okay, so you did a really great job working through this. So for next week, I'd like you to take this dysfunctional thought record and fill it out throughout the week whenever you have automatic thoughts like this. And I want you to weigh the evidence for and against these thoughts, and kind of take a reading of what emotions you feel before and after you come up with this evidence.
Okay.
And then bring it to me next week, and we can go through it together. And this might make it a little easier for you to see what situations you feel these thoughts in, and to see the evidence for and against them.
Okay.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you.